Hey everyone, I just wanted to give you a little bit of my own personal insight on nutrition and see if it can help you out some. It's just based on some feedback that I've been hearing, so I think this might help. It's a balancing act. You want to eat enough so that you're not hungry, but you don't want to eat so much that you feel full and stuffed. So I hear a lot about wondering how much to eat and feeling hungry and stuffed and all these other things. It really truly is a balancing act. Ideally, you want to eat about every 2 or 3 hours, and you want to keep the portions small. So if you're eating every 2 or 3 hours and the portions are just the right size, then you should never feel hungry and you should never feel full. You should feel satisfied, and your blood sugars should be stable. You should never experience any crashes or anything like that. When you start to feel hungry, and this is a very common thing when people are trying to lose weight, they go into starvation mode and things like that. It's because you're not eating enough food. When you start to feel hungry, your body is telling you that on some level, it's already too late. A process has already begun where your body is not only hanging on to fat, but it's also breaking down your muscle tissue and some of your bone density as a last resort to extract protein for energy. And obviously, that leads to metabolic problems and weight loss problems and things like that. The most common number one reason why people don't lose weight is because they're not eating enough. And a lot of the food that most of the people do eat, it doesn't really have any nutrient value, so they're being overfed and undernourished at the same time, which is a disastrous combination, obviously. So you want to make sure that you're eating enough so that you're not hungry. The last thing you want to be is hungry. I would debate if which is more important, being overstuffed or being starved, or which is the lesser of two evils. I'm not really sure, but you definitely don't want to go into starvation mode, because then you're destroying your metabolism by breaking down your muscle tissue and bone density, and then you're going to get the achy joints and all sorts of achy pains as you get older that a lot of people experience because their nutrition their whole lives was just bad. So avoid that. Don't let yourself go into starvation mode. If you do, take it as feedback that, okay, you need to adjust something, make some refinements. You need to maybe eat more frequently. Maybe you're only eating once every 4 or 5 hours. So maybe you need to eat every 2 or 3 hours. And maybe you're not eating enough when you do eat. Who knows? And likewise, if you experience a crash where you just want to take a nap after you eat, take that as feedback. You got to refine something. Something isn't right. Maybe you ate foods that were too sugary, so your insulin spiked up and it dropped just as fast as it spiked, and now you want to take a nap. Or maybe you just ate too much, period. I don't know. Maybe you ate too close. Maybe you're eating an hour apart. There's all sorts of variables that you want to play with, and just pay attention to the feedback, and keep modifying, and make sure that what you do eat is small, the right portions, but it's also quality food, so you're actually getting the nutrient that you need and the health benefits. My healthy grocery list is a good source to look at for ideas of good foods to eat. If you have a club membership within your account, then you've got a whole resource right there. You've got the first couple of tiers of Michi's Ladder. Those are really good and high quality foods. The vegan protein food sources, those are probably going to be really good. So there's all sorts of lists out there of foods that you can eat that have got the health benefits, and so that you're not just filling your body with empty calories that aren't going to help you. And gosh, what else? Oh yes, this is a refinement process that never ever ends. Even when you get to a point where you figure it out, you got the timing down, the portion sizes are right, and all these other things, that's only going to last for so long, and then you got to refine something all over again. So just get used to that. If you don't enjoy that refinement process, then train your brain to enjoy it. Start loving it, because it's never going to stop. The moment that you stop refining, uh, you know, you're just going to start sliding backwards eventually. Maybe not right away, but you will start sliding backwards eventually. Because think about it. Let's say, for example, you're trying to lose weight, and you find what works for you, and you're feeling great. You're losing weight. Well, that's only going to last for so long. Your body is changing. Your daily caloric needs are going to change as your body changes. So that means your nutrition has to change. And that's just an ongoing, never ending process. So learn to love it if you don't love it yet. Just enjoy the process. It's meant to be enjoyed, not just for the results, but the process is meant to be enjoyed too. So I hope that helps. Just a quick review. Eat every 2 or 3 hours. It's a balancing act. Eat the right portion sizes, and you'll know you're eating the right portion sizes because you're getting a desired effect. You don't want to take a nap after you're done. You're not feeling hungry and you're not feeling full. It's a balancing act. Okay? I hope that helps guide you and make your own refinements. because you are going to be the best judge of what it is that you're doing wrong and what you need to change. But just knowing those guidelines that I gave you might help make it a bit easier for you. So try it out and post any feedback that you would like in the group, and we can all chime in, give our 2 cents, and help each other along together as a group and as individuals. Bye. Get your workout on today and drink your Shakeology.